22nd of November is Friday. I am reluctant to have to make this video, and I should have done it earlier and captured what I'm gonna present to you. This is what I refer to as pareidolia. That's where you see things. It could be your imagination, it could be for real. But if I would have caught it earlier, it would have been more clear than it is now, because apparently there's been some editing or some changes to this image. Let me make it bigger. Okay, it was more clear, but here, and I've been doing this for a while, so it's not like I started doing this yesterday. So let me get my X. This here was clear. That image was clear. This image was clear. If I would have done what I was supposed to do, it would show more clear. This here was more clear. So what am I seeing? What I'm seeing, what I saw when it was more clear were like eyes. I mean, you could see a little remnants still here, but it was more defined. And there was another one here. So, and we're having some the other images. So I got all these things on top. There was another image. Just check out this one. See, there's the time, the 22nd, but it was more clear. This distortion right here was more clear. I mean, you could still barely see right here. I'm gonna keep this right here. Right there, you can still see remnants. But what I saw were like eyes, faces, a lot of eyes. I mean, some of them is way up. I mean, it's like the sun is really, really pissed off. I mean, like again, this here was more clearer. Check out this one. See, it was more clear. See, these you could tell the way it's squared, perfect square. They made sure that people would not be able to see it, because it would, if you see an eye on the sun or something that looks like an angry eye, it will freak out people like crazy. Again, I gotta say the word pareidolia. I love pareidolia. This here's a little distorted, but a little remnants. So I went, which one the one I saw? I think it was, which one was it? This one right here. Yeah, this one was where it was really, really defined before they put this white covering on it. You can see a little bit, but it's not as it was earlier. And I don't know why I didn't record it. I just like I said, I just, like I said, my name should be changed to Jonah. Like, I don't want to do no videos. I don't want to do no more videos, you know. Finish the mission. Okay, you can see a little bit here. You could see, if you use your third eye and just let your I don't want to say imagination go wild, because a lot of people don't experience pareidolia or not into this. And honestly, I at this point, it doesn't matter anymore. I don't see Another thing I don't see, put on the 48-hour video, see if they done any editing. Let's make it larger. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see if we can see it. If they... See. Darn it. No. No. But you can see the sun is not, it's really active on this side. And it just don't look, I don't want to say happy. It just don't look right. Don't feel right, just put it that way. Don't feel right. Maybe it's because all the problems we're having around the world, and then with all the prophecies coming to fruition. I'm talking Fatima, I'm talking the last pope, I'm talking the third secret. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right what I'm seeing with the political that's happening. There was a book back in 1898, The Last President, and it was written, believe it or not, by a guy named Baron Trump. And there's videos on that. There's information on that. Just put The Last President, and it'll describes the last president. It basically kind of describes Trump that's now. And he's been elected president, so that fulfillment, but hasn't been sworn in. So, he's not sworn in yet. But he has been elected the president by the people, even though they try all the fudge, left and right fudge, and they're still doing fudges. And you're seeing all the Judases coming out. See, the Republican Party should have had 57 or more if this thing was even semi-fair, but it didn't happen. This is all divine. This is all divine design. And Saint Malachi's prophecy about the last pope, the dark pope, and if you study what Pope Francis has been doing or done, he basically fits the Rome. What was his name that Malachi gave him? Something Peter Roman, something like that. Basically, the way Rome was before, corrupted, with the things you see right now, the fall of Rome. And what else was it that I saw? I saw no Christmas. Maybe that's for me. But I saw no Christmas. And I've said this many times in many of my videos in the past. Many videos. Oh, by the way, there's an update on this right here. This story right here about the Bible and the flood and the river and the way it stayed in the Revelation 14 and 15. Basically, the fall of Babylon, mystery of Babylon. And what else? Okay, yeah, I've covered, and I keep seeing the Lion, the Lyran system. I did that when 12P was going by there. Now the eye was similar to that video right here, this one right here, but it was more defined, and it was multiple. It was just not one, it was multiple. It looked angry, folks. I mean, I've done videos on the cube next to the sun, the cube riding the comets. Let's see what else I've done. The magnetic field. I covered that. I mean, I covered more pareidolia with this one right here on April 17th on the sun. Looked like a lion's eye. I mean, I've been doing this for more than 13 years before I even started posting on YouTube. I was following the sun and trying to connect dots. But there was a constellation, the Lyradian, let me see if I could find it. Done so many videos, I forgot where it's at. Just bear with me. We'll find it. Yeah, I studied the prophecies, the star constellation, the Holy Mother, Operation the Fatima, Revelation 17 verse 5, the nation of harlots describes this nation the way it is right now. Define God's law, define God, define marriage, define family. It's just Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, I've done things with, so I've covered this before, but I've never seen it the way it was. I mean, yeah, it was this constellation right here. Lord, the lion. It's a constellation of lions, like cat people. I mean, that's why the Egyptians had them all over the wall. They were the good guys and had a war with the Draconians war, and apparently they must have suffered a defeat, but they were promised to regroup and return, and them and the other light forces uniting to come because and help. So that's why you always see the people are fat, the symbol of the lion, the cat. But the magnetic field, I've covered the magnetic field strength. I've been covering it as it was weakens, and I've done videos on the magnetic field strength, and I've basically been, wow, I got 50,000 here now. Apparently people are getting the message. On the strength of the magnetic field, right here, basically checking the strength, cracks in the magnetic field. I talked about this one video here, how the ego will fall from within. And there was a prophecy about that. I can't remember who said it. I think it was Nostradamus. And yes, I've covered comets for a long time. 28 years now? And sun. And we just recently had that red blob again. So that was 2 years ago that I caught that. And the prophecies. There's so many prophecies. And they're already, the pieces of the puzzles are falling into place. The book of Revelation, the God's given us, been giving us warnings, subtle warnings here and there. And yeah. So what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, I'm seeing, and remember one of the prophecy too in the book of Revelation. Well, not only the book of Revelation, there's so many prophecies about Enoch. I mean, the first destruction was the flood, and then we had the other one being by fire, and with the magnetic field so weak. So weak. Oh wow, this is today. That comet 29P, which I was covering the other day, it's in the heart of Regulus in the Leo constellation. And the heart of Regulus, for those scholars and people that know history and the time of the birth of Christ, and the lion, the heart, the Regulus, the royal king star. And that's where the comet's at right now. It had another eruption. Signs are being given. And then we got solar radiation. Sun's going solar radiation blast. That was from the other side. There's so much coming down. quick. I think we're going home. A lot of us are going to be going home without thinking, without even thinking. Let's take to see this. Where are you? Let's check out the magnet here and put it on here. Click. I'm half asleep, by the way. Let's see what time it is. It's about 2 in the morning right now. I was sleeping. I said, I don't want to do the video. So see if how our shields are looking. Letting it play. Okay, no impact yet. Apparently, the explosion happened on the other side of the sun. But I don't know if anybody else is getting the red alert warning. And then with this prophecy of Father Malachi revealed part of the third secret just before he fell down the stairs mysteriously and he died. Basically said, this is back in the 90s, 97 I think it was, when he was talking to Art Bell. All you got to do is put down Ukraine and Russia war. Father Malachi, Martin, Art Bell, were... And remember, back then, that was when it was the Soviet Union, USSR. And it talks about Kiev, specifically Kiev, however it's pronounced. He said, watch for that. That'll be the beginning of the third secret. And there will be warnings, and it talks about the church being taken over too. He mentioned that too, briefly, indirectly. I mean, Kiev was part of Russia. I mean, that was all part of Russia. Matter of fact, that's where Kiev is where basically the Russian people started. So that's like, then we got this right here. Now that yellow one, the first one, it happens a lot. Not the blue one. That's like 50-50. The green one, you very seldom see the green one because the orange and the green are always down, flatline down here. But to have the yellow one almost move, basically, it's always flatline. To have all of them move, and Stefan did a video on this and he explained it 101 like a professor for people dumb like me to understand what it really meant. But he mentioned the green and the orange. You know, if in the event they went up or they were disturbed, the bottom one, then we are in matter of fact, I'll see I put a link to his video to his site so you could stroll around, because he covers this perfectly. He covers this very perfectly. And let's just take a look over here. Man, it's only, okay. There it is right there. There, okay, let me freeze it. I cannot freeze it. Darn it. Let me keep it there until apparently they didn't edit this one out. Right there. But it was more clear. It looks like an eye. Let's look around. Another one. I'm just gonna put down. This is what I see. I see eyes, and there was. I see. Okay, call it pareidolia. Okay, that way. People do have pareidolia, but it doesn't look right. Something. Warnings are being given out. You're feeling it. Here's another one right here. So there's so many. Jesus, it just keep popping up. Something is not right. Something is not right. I don't see no Christmas. And I'm thinking it's me, for me. Okay, but I'm not trying to be a doom and gloomer. I'm just being the facts, medically speaking. And some other, I've been totally attacked, which is part of the life. But I just thought I'd throw that out there, and I'll come back when I'm awake, and do a video on the comets and the constellation where they're at. We'll see what the brightest comet is. This is still in the tail of the serpent, the snake. It hasn't left that into the eagle. Yeah, signs are being given out. Maybe this is save one. The get ready to sail on the ship. And going home. A lot of people going home. It'll happen so fast. In a flash. Yeah, it'll happen so fast. Like a heart attack. In a flash. Next thing you know, and it's within a second, you're from here to there. In my case, I didn't really feel no pain. I mean, if people say you're supposed to feel pain, like in the movies, I didn't feel no pain. I just went poof. And I thought I'd pass it on. You guys could filter this out for your other content creators out there that listen to Grandpa. And when Grandpa sometimes it's like batting 50-50. And maybe I feel strong, guys. And you're feeling it too. But Grandpa just says it because he's old, and old men are to just talk without thinking. I'm doing that. I don't care. I really don't care what anybody thinks, but I think the Lord is going to be taking a lot of people home very, 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 very soon. And if a war does happen, let's say 2-3 detonation. Let's say, and I had a dream about a neutron. Neutron. What the hell is a neutron? I'm thinking the neutron. I'm thinking neutron, like space, neutron. And when I saw those missiles, because and I did a little check to see what a neutron, and they came out neutron bomb. Oh, look at this one over here. Right here. I'll show you. So many. If your spirit, if you look at it through your spirit, I mean something algo viene por ahí. If the magnetic field collapses, there's cracks already in the magnetic field. Our shields are down. Look at it like Star Trek. We got about maybe less than 50%. Let's put it at 50%. Our shields are at 50%, and there's already cracks in it. And the shield is what protects us from the solar radiation. Now, if our shields went down, let's say another 10% or 20%, the protection from the sun, and the sun's getting ready is already blowing up from the backside. Now, if that starts blowing up, and they do a nuclear exchange, 2 or 3, whatever, it's going to affect the magnetic field. It's going to affect the core. And then if the sun gives, let's say, just an X1, for example, with the shields down, there'll be no protection. It'll be like that movie, the ending of the known. It'll be like this. Something like this. See, there'll be no protection. There'll be no magnetic field to protect the solar rays. Not only the radiation, let's say a limited strike here, strike there, but once those shields fall, the prophecy of destroyed by fire. See, a lot of us will be gone before this happened. The ones that's going to stay behind, the sinful, the evil ones, the ones that are just deceivers, liars, the evil ones, evil, period, are going to stay down here, and they're going to experience this. There'll be no place to hide. Even if you think you're going to be in an underground bunker, no place to hide. You know it, and you know it's better than anybody. Or with the crack in the shield, let's say the crack in the shield happens to be in this area right here, the city of the mystery of Babylon. Maybe God, see, I don't know what God God has planned out. I'd just be guessing, even if I have no idea what God has planned out, but he did give us clues, and he is sending warnings via soul, spirit, angels, guardian angels, archangels, the book of Revelation, the word, prophecy. Maybe that could be a crack in the opening in the great city of Babylon, the great. Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. I don't know. The eagle will fall from within. This nation is a real, this nation is not what you think. It's not free. It's not a free nation. This nation is evil. It's an evil nation. Where are the children? And maybe it's just gonna be cracks in certain places, and those cities that because it does say in the book of Revelation, the mystery of Babylon, the mothers of harlots, okay, drunken with the bloods of the innocents, abomination. You know what abomination is? I'll be back. Put this out there, and I'll come back and do a star chart and see what's happening upstairs. Computer's running slow. It's been, it is what it is. Fine tune this, refine it, do your own research, trust your heart, trust your spirit, and for those chosen ones that's out there, don't trust the view count. You're being censored. They don't want the light to be shined. But you are having an impact. All of you out there preaching the word, you are having an impact. And when we do see the light, our Lord in heaven, we'll all see each other and laugh. I mean, not laugh. We tried. I mean, we all sin. Me too. I mean, I sin every day, to be honest. But I always ask for forgiveness. I'm always asking for forgiveness and protection, and to help me with that fault that I have. So if I do make it out of here, I'll make it out of here. But I know I will return back and save one. I know there's a lot of you who saved me, believe it or not, because I was getting ready to give up. Not even, give up the game, just stop fighting, basically. But God sent you in my path to say, hit me beside that side of the head and snap out of it. We're all in this together. We all have our platform. It's not only YouTube that I'm in. It's other places and other people. There's other people that are spreading the word, and you're going to be thrown people in sites into your face, people that you never even heard about, and you start listening to them, and they have pieces of the puzzle. Everybody has an insight, but I do feel something. I don't see a Christmas. And I'm thinking, Lord, is it me? Or is this the world? Because they're doing everything they can to, and Russia is in the prophecies in the Holy Mother. Pray. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, this is Jupiter right here. Let's take a closer look at it. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Let's zoom in. Okay. That star right there, that's real beautiful, is Jupiter. And it's in the constellation Taurus. And let's see right here. Too bad, can't get a falling star. Get a falling star. Yep, there was one right. Oh, two of them. Just two. Okay. Until next time.